unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. Here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Real. Hurry! Watch the run. Mike 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
King. What's that?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 27 yards there, a first down.
180! Focus, defense, focus. Watch the eye. Watch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And, boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Mayfield now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! 56 is the mark. Pistol. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. King. Check 43.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Mike 56. Mike, point it right. Hey. 56. Mike 56, right there. That's it.
Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at the 20. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, defense. Lucky. Safe. Check 24. Check.
On second down, here's Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Run. All day, every day. Hey. Check nickel. Mike 9.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Coach time, defense. Mike 56, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike 56. Hey, Delta. 56. Hey, that's good. 56. Mike. Alert. 56. It's been a long day for you. Slam. Hurry.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Buddy up. 52. Check pass. Check pass. Off, off. 52. 52. Oh, you got D?
52's that one. 52's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Undercrush, undercrush.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
50, 180, 56. Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Redskins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No.
2nd down, Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check. Crouch. Hey. Crouch. Ball. Where's 52? Go. 52's the mic. All right, T. Let's try. All right, T. Alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Able to power through. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
56. Get ready.
Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check on, go. 2 6. Go. I need one over here. No. Check. Go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
Let's go. Do it.
18. That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Chance. Anyway, 53. Check 53. Check pass.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Hey, here we go. Let's go. Yeah. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side is Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? 60 out low. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got this. Shift. Get him all. West. 3. Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Zoom. D-line, get that quarterback. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
Brings up third down.
Mike, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these... Pull it, high. He's crying. Echo. Jack. Yup.
Haskins on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I'm here. Up. Mike 50.
Mayfield down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, I-7. Regular. Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Watch the slant. Watch the sweep. Back. Check 15. Check 15.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's checking. Crash. Shit. Arm. Stab, baby. Good job. Go. Jump it down. Check 26.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We own them. Real. Check 13. Check. Real. Hey! I got you. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Rush in. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. On the ball. 61.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Right. 53 is the Mike. Help. Watch the twist. Slow. Check 24. Check 37.
Geis with the carry on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Switch. Go. Check your hot read. Mike.
To throw on third down. Haskins. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this stretch.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Escapes the defender. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. Target. Check.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Watch the safety creep.
Who's that?
Haskins to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Ball trot.
Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Redskins on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
That's it. Watch the edge. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On play action. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hey, Irvin. 56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. You must be dreaming. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. What's that? Check. Hey, I'm 33. Check. Done.
Mayfield to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team.
Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Now Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Single, 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 single. Hey, alert 33.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Switch.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now Landry. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On third down, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Check, 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 check. 22, check. Over. 22, check. Over. Off. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hurry. Watch the shift.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry! Mike 56. Hurry! Gonna be a long day on offense. Hurry!
56. Mike, 56. Right.
From the gun, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! I'm coming!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He finds Beckham complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.